Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Vedic astrology coach, Rajat Kapoor, and welcome to my channel, The Legit Astrologer. In my channel, I make videos on Vedic astrology. I talk about transits and how these transits have an impact on all 12 ascendant or the moon signs. In the recent times, I have made a number of videos on Saturn's transit, Jupiter's transit, Rahu and Ketu's transit. Today, I'm making a unique video about Jupiter and Saturn's double transit for the year 2025-2026. Mid of May, Jupiter is going to enter the sign of Gemini, and Saturn has already entered the sign of Pisces. So, whenever these two biggest planets who rule the natural ninth house, 10th house, 11th house, and the 12th house, which is the highest dharma, artha, kama, and moksha bhavas, the four purusharthas, Jupiter and Saturn are the ruler of pillars of life. When they make a transit around the same time, it is indicative of big shifts, and whichever house they mutually aspect gets pretty much active, which is Sagittarius in this case. So in this unique video, I'm going to take you through ascendant by ascendant, moon sign by moon sign in terms of what's happening, what to expect when these two planets make these big shifts in the year 2025-2026. What are certain effects and certain remedies for you, how you can make the most of it, and at the same time, what are some of the remedial measures for you? Let us begin with Aries ascendant. So, what's happening with Aries ascendants as Jupiter and Saturn, both of these biggest planets of the solar system, make a shift where Jupiter is entering Gemini, Saturn has already moved in the sign of Pisces. What is this double transit all about for Jupiter and Saturn? They're making a transit around the same time. So, Saturn really encourages you a lot towards spirituality and similar practices, a deeper connection with your inner self, and enhancing your emotional awareness. Jupiter at the same time is opening doors towards learning. So, you're going to learn a lot about spirituality, about your emotional awareness. Communication is going to expand because whichever house Jupiter makes a transit, it expands the signification related to that house. You will engage in effective conversations, in very deep, high wisdom conversations, something which will be very attractive for you. Saturn, on one hand, is your 10th and the 11th Lord, who's the house of work, profession, your karma bhava, and also the house of aya, income, or your labha bhava, your material gains. And it is making a transit in the 12th house of self actualization, losses, expenditure, your higher self consciousness. Definitely, this will bring in big shifts in terms of work. Expect new work to come in, expect changes. Saturn will not let you settle in for the next 2.5 years. So, it is going to bring in interesting projects. Those people who work with multinationals, foreigners, are going to see some benefit. In case you're looking forward to traveling or settling outside of your home country due to your work, this could be a favorable time for you. Jupiter is your ninth and the 12th Lord, and it is making a transit in the third house. Third house Jupiter gains Maran Karak, or it's a death-like position, so its significations are going weak. However, it is a Yoga Karaka planet for you. It is aspecting some of the good houses, seventh house, ninth house, and the 11th house. So it is also keeping Rahu under check because it is going to be aspecting Rahu during this time. Rahu will be placed in the sign of Aquarius. So this is good news for about 1 year's time because Jupiter is the only planet that can control Rahu. So it will lead to expansion of matters related to third house, which is your efforts in communication. And you will learn with regards to matters related to seventh house, and you will apply in the 11th house. So you will learn about business, you will apply matters related to 11th house, which is due to your gains. Jupiter will promote growth related to family, wealth, and your fortune. So both of these planets are jointly aspecting your ninth house by the double transit phenomena. So of course, these are some of the matters which you could read through these slides, which will have a greater impact on you. But this double transit is really having an impact on your ninth house of Bhagya, fortune, father figure, long distance journey, travel. So definitely matters related to this house are going to be the center of attraction, the center of attention, because both these planets are aspecting. Jupiter has a seventh aspect of desire, Saturn has a 10th aspect of growth. So Jupiter desires you to expand, protect your dharma, apply your knowledge there, and at the same time, It is initiating journeys for you, long distance travel, long distance journey. Spiritual retreats could be beneficial for you from a remedial point of view. You will have greater focus on your bhagya. Bhagya and for fortune is pretty much supportive for the next year or so because both these major planets are aspecting this house. You must get some guidance of a guru or a mentor during this time for you to make the right kind of decisions. See, Saturn wants you to grow with regards to matters related to your fortune, your father, higher learning, and there is significant growth that Saturn demands by the virtue of your labor. So this is an excellent time for you to learn, upskill. If you're going for further education, masters, PhD, and beyond, this year could be extremely favorable for you. You need to protect your dharma because both the planets are aspecting your ninth house. It can also create some confusion as well. Stick to the path of dharma, stick to the path of righteousness. Remedy for you comes from Jupiter because he's your ninth lord. So he's the one who you need to look up to in terms of doing mantras, in terms of consuming food items related to Jupiter. You must consume saffron, turmeric. You can do that in milk. That could be quite good for you. And you should worship Lord Shiva because he's the primary deity associated to Jupiter. And that will also ensure that you channelize the energies of Saturn. So you have a high quotient of spirituality and higher education as well. This is the year of education for you. So may you grow and may you prosper in 2025, 2026 by the virtue of this double transit. Now let us understand what is happening with Taurus ascendant signs or the moon signs. With Jupiter and Saturn both making a transit, the double transit phenomena. Saturn's already moved in Pisces. Jupiter is going to move in the sign of Gemini, mid of May, and this will last till April 2026 and beyond as well. These effects will be long lasting. Saturn for you in the transit is making the 11th house of gains, labh, your material comforts. We also see enemies, bigger enemies from the 11th house. Saturn will promote community engagement. It will urge you to collaborate to help you step out of your comfort zone. You will do a lot of long-term planning because your 511 axis is pretty active. And that too with regards to your career, because Saturn rules your ninth and the 10th house, your bhagya, fortune, father figure, long journeys, and also your 10th house of profession, your work, your action in the society. Saturn is a very important planet for you. So make this time for some long-term planning in your career. Jupiter making a transit in your second house, Jupiter is also the significator of the second house, will boost financial growth, bring in new opportunities, will make you soft spoken, will help you increase or probably create new avenues for income, new sources for income, promote skills development because Jupiter for you rules your 8th house and your 11th house. So it rules research for you, longevity, and also gains your income. And Jupiter is forming a Dhan Yoga during this transit. So Saturn is your 9th and the 10th lord, Jupiter is your 8th and the 11th lord. Both of them are forming a Dhan Yoga in a way. So that is active for the entire year. Jupiter will aspect the 6th and the 8th and the 10th house. It will ensure that it keeps Rahu at check while aspecting the 10th house because Rahu will be moving in the sign of Aquarius. So it will expand matters related to second house. Of course, that is family and wealth. Jupiter's 5th and the 9th aspect is about learning. So learning related to 6th house matters, your daily routine, things that you do on a day-to-day basis. You'll pick up your hobbies, you'll pick up some skills, and you will apply at your workplace. You will learn something about your job and you will apply at your workplace. This is a key message for you. Saturn will promote growth related to yourself because Saturn has a third aspect on your first house, your Lagna, and your 8th house, which is about your transformation. So you will learn, you will build your intelligence, you will build your IQ, and you will transform. Now, both Jupiter and Saturn are mutually aspecting your 8th house. So transformation is inevitable over the next 1 year. These are very heavy energies. Jupiter has an aspect of desire, though it is 75% active. Jupiter desires transformation. Jupiter wants you to protect from any sudden or unforeseen event to help you build your resilience and come back on track. This could take some time as well. Transformation will be slow. You will face a sense of lethargy, and this is where you have to take control of your change. You have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to step into the situation and take this change in your own hands. Saturn is going to promote growth related to your transformation, related to your longevity. It is going to promote healthy habits. This time period could bring significant changes in your lifestyle because you have to take control of your diet, what you eat, what you consume. Saturn's giving you the power of labor to have gains, to increase your income. In case you're looking forward to incentive, a higher income, this could be a favorable time. In case you have some inheritance related matters, those matters could fructify. You must look at some long-term investment because see, this time period will bring suddenness. It will attract a lot of sudden decisions. You will be in situations wherein you have very limited time and you have to take some important calls, some very important decisions. So be prepared for these situations. And this is where you will have to build your resilience because you would need to get back on track. You would need to bounce back from adverse situation. For those who are learning Jyotish astrology, this is an excellent time. And for a good astrologer, for that person who can predict, they should have a strong Jupiter and Saturn in chart. And anyway, it is connected to 8th house. It does give a great interest towards astrology. So this could be a breakthrough year for you to do a lot of research and also learn astrology and pick up and continue doing this research. Learn every day, take charge of change, do remedies related to Saturn, Bij mantra of Shani, that is Om, Sham, to pacify, to channelize these energies. Worship Lord Hanuman and think of new avenues related to income, related to wealth, related to savings, related to your financial management. This is a very clear message for you in this double transit to protect you from any unforeseen event or sudden circumstances. And I wish you the very best. Let us now talk about Gemini ascendants and what's happening with Gemini ascendants as Jupiter and Saturn make double transit in 25-26. So Saturn's already entered Pisces in your 10th house. This will encourage career advancement and a sense of responsibility. It will give you heavy responsibility. It will push you. The initial phase will really push you towards change, towards new professional opportunities. In order to step out of your comfort zone, something can come to an end as well. You could end your work as well, but that is for the greater good. That is a message that it's time for you to really look at what you are supposed to do to make you tough, to make you, because whichever house Saturn makes a transit, you feel a lot of burden related to that house, especially in the first few weeks. So a lot of burden that you could feel. And of course, eventually it is for your growth. Jupiter is making a transit in your Lagna, so there are blessings of Guru because Jupiter gains directional strength. Saturn is a significator of one of the significator of 10th house. It promotes labor at work. Jupiter will enhance self-expression, creativity, a lot of wisdom, new ideas, artistic pursuits. It will expand your intelligence. Other people will come to you for advice. But you must understand that you have to watch your lifestyle, watch your weight, because whichever house Jupiter sits in, it expands the matters related to these houses. Jupiter rules two Kendra houses, 7th and the 10th house, which is your partnership, marriage, and your work. Saturn for you rules the 8th and the 9th house, which is your transformation and your bhagya, your fortune. So Saturn is your bhagyesha. Jupiter is aspecting your 5th and the 9th house by its special aspect. Okay, so it will keep the Rahu at check in the 9th house, promote bhagya. It will expand matters related to first house, your personal growth. It will help you learn about your future and of course apply towards your higher learning. So excellent time for educational pursuits. Saturn will promote growth related to spirituality, related to your self-actualization. So excellent time for self-awareness. Saturn will also aspect your 7th house. So this is where it will grow relationship matters and business. So new business opportunities is something which you could probably think about it this year. Both Jupiter and Saturn are jointly aspecting your 7th house. This is a very clear message. This is indicative of a lot of focus on relationship. So this year is the year of relationship karma, 2025 and also 2026. So you have to reap certain karmas. You have to put a lot of focus because you have the power of wisdom. And of course, you have the power of discipline in your relationship. New business opportunities could come your way in case you're looking to establish something new or take some vital decisions related to business. Thankfully, when Jupiter and Saturn are making a transit in your Kendras from your Lagna or your moon, this is a good time to take some decisions in your life, major decisions, because your decision making is at a stronger side. So you are quite strong, and this is supportive of your decision making. And you must remember those people who are looking forward to getting into a new relationship or getting married. This would probably help you make a good progress. Now is the time when it could be auspicious for you. And even if you're extending your family, those people who are looking forward to having more children, this could be a promising time for you. See, the power of wisdom is in your ascendant, the power of labor is in the house of work. So 100% there will be a lot of focus on your work. So initially you will feel a lot heavy in terms of yourself, in terms of your karma, your work, but eventually you have chances to succeed. Look up to Lord Shiva. Use mantras related to Jupiter. Om Gurave Namah. This is a mool mantra for you. This is a magic mantra. Use it 12 times in a day. This will ensure to keep all 12 houses at check. This will help you pacify Jupiter. So you need to pacify Jupiter because Jupiter also rules obstacles for you. It is your Bhadakesh. So it will come in your ascendant. It will certainly initially bring certain obstacles. Worship Lord Ganesha. Use Ganesha mantra. Look up to him each and every day and worship Lord Shiva. This will help you channelize the energies of both Jupiter as well as Saturn during this time. See, Venus gets exalted in your 10th house in the sign of Pisces, and it is also making a transit along with Saturn. So worship goddess Lakshmi to make the most of it. Read Shri Suktam on a daily basis. You need to instill a sense of discipline and organizational skills in your work. Declutter your workspace, declutter your own self, give up some habits, and watch your lifestyle. Most importantly, watch what you eat, watch what you consume, and put a lot of focus on entrepreneurship. In case you have certain aspirations, this year could be absolutely favorable for you, and I wish you the very best. Let us now talk about Cancer ascendants and what's happening with Cancer ascendants as I talk about Jupiter and Saturn's double transit today, the unique phenomena. Whenever these two biggest planets make a transit around the same time, it leads to big shifts, big events, life events get triggered. Saturn has already moved in Pisces in your ninth house, where it will promote spiritual exploration because Saturn is your seventh lord and the eighth lord. So, being the eighth lord in the ninth house, it will promote profound healing journeys. It will initiate that. It will help you connect with your deeper self, promote a lot of self awareness. Jupiter is making a transit in your 12th house. It will promote introspection, give you a lot of mental clarity. It will improve your sleep. It will improve your thoughts and also your feelings because Jupiter is a yoga karaka planet for you. It's your ninth lord making a transit in the 12th house. So it will promote self actualization. It will expand spirituality. So it's a good year for spiritual learning because both these biggest planets are making a transit in your ninth and the 12th house, which are two important houses for higher education and also for spirituality. Prominent PhD qualification holders, prominent professors, higher education professionals have a very strong 12th house and a ninth house. This is something which I have seen in my experience. So it's an excellent time for you to study, master's, doctorate, research, and beyond. Saturn is your seventh and the eighth lord, making a transit. Ninth house, Jupiter is your sixth and the ninth lord. Jupiter rules daily routines, things that you do on a day-to-day basis. Also, your ninth lord of Bhagya, fortune, long journeys, higher learning. Jupiter is aspecting your fourth, sixth, and the eighth house during this time. So, of course, its special aspect would ensure that learning related to fourth house, you will build your fundamentals. You will build and probably have some interest in your hobbies, things of personal interest that make you feel happy, that make you feel content. And you will apply for your transformation. This will prevent you from any suddenness in life. Saturn's aspecting your 11th, 3rd, and the 6th house by its 3rd, 7th, and the 10th aspect. So its third aspect of growth. Saturn will promote gains, network, friends. So of course you could look forward to increase your network. You could probably expand this network. You could make more friends. And most importantly, it will help you improve your daily routine. It will support you to repay your debts in case your dasha and the dasha is supportive. You will have a renewed focus on health and well-being. See, because both these planets are jointly aspecting your sixth house. So the center of attention for the next few months is your sixth house of daily routine, your debts, diseases, things that you do on a day-to-day basis, your health and well-being. This for you is the house, is the year of well-being. You must prioritize your personal well-being, your personal priorities. It's an excellent time to declutter, give up certain bad habits, embrace good and positive habits, overcome enemies, and repay your debts. Put a lot of focus in improving your intelligence. Sixth house also promotes growth because this is one of the upachaya bhavas. We also see job from the sixth house. So this could also be an year of job, but this could have certain mixed response as well. In case you do not focus on your daily routine, things that you do on day-to-day basis, you might deviate from your path of righteousness. This year also has some relationship karma. So you have to fix your relationship karma because there are mixed energies in your sixth house. Your seventh lord Saturn is making a transit in the ninth house, which is not very auspicious for relationship matters. So you have to ensure that you have a very good understanding with your partner. You be very communicative. You be a good listener and have a sense of self-awareness as well, and at the same time get some feedback from your partner and make sure that you dare to support each other. Otherwise it could be a little bit challenging for you. Spiritually it is an excellent year because your sixth house, eighth house, 12th house, fourth house, all of these houses are active along with your ninth house. So definitely when third, sixth, eighth, ninth, 11th and 12th, all these houses are active, this is promoting spiritual upliftment and a sense of desire for you. So you have to keep your desires at check and grow at a spiritual level. Another remedy for you would be to teach others. You must look up to Jupiter, share your knowledge at workplace, do a Guru mantra, worship Lord Shiva, use a Dwadashakshari mantra, that is Om Namo Bhagavate Sada Shivaya, and this could work magic for you, wonders. This will give you positive effects of sixth house, of your ninth house. Both these houses are ruled by Jupiter, and Saturn's making a transit, and also the 12th house. So it will avoid any unforeseen event and it will promote personal growth. This is something which you must do. You must remedy your Jupiter to make the most of this year, and I wish you the very best. Let us now talk about Leo ascendants. What's happening with Leo ascendants as Jupiter and Saturn make this double transit, and whenever they make a transit around the same time, it leads to big shifts and life events do get triggered. Saturn's already moved in Pisces, which is in your eighth house. So this does, make you go into the emotional depth when it comes to partnership, when it comes to things that you do on a day-to-day basis. This will also help you develop meaningful connections because Saturn is your sixth lord and the seventh lord. It rules the sixth house of deaths, diseases, daily routine, things that you do on a day-to-day basis, and the seventh house of Jaya, which is partnership, marriage, peace, as well as war, those people who are opposite to you, things that you do on a day-to-day basis. Saturn is the significator of the eighth house. So from that aspect, it's a comfortable position for him. And it is making a transit in Guru's sign. So there's a mutual respect that Saturn and Jupiter have. Jupiter is making a transit in Gemini, mid of May for the next 1 year. And Jupiter is also the significator of the 11th house. So from that point, they are in a comfortable position because both these planets are significators of these houses. Jupiter in Gemini will help you expand your social awareness, will help you network with people and get into some beneficial, meaningful relationship. Jupiter is your fifth lord and the eighth lord. So it rules your future, your progress, children, creativity, and also the eighth lord of longevity, sudden decisions, sudden ups and downs. Jupiter is expanding matters related to 11th house. So it is forming a Dhan Yoga. It could bring you gains, recognition in case your Dasha Antardasha is supportive. It will bring you learning related to third house. Third house is all about learning. It's all about communication. And you will apply in your seventh house. You will apply in your partnership. You will apply in your marriage, in your relationship, in your business. So learn something, get blessings of your guru or your mentor or your guide and apply in your partnership. Saturn is going to aspect your 10th house. So it will promote work related opportunities. Initially, it could make things difficult for you. You will feel heaviness. You will feel a sense to transform. This could bring some obstacles for the first few months, but eventually it will help you grow because you will learn a lot during this time. You will build your resilience. Saturn is also aspecting your fifth house, so it will bring in clarity with regards to future, with regards to creativity. Both Jupiter and Saturn are jointly, mutually aspecting your fifth house. So this is the center of attention. And I'd like to spend more time here because double transit phenomena, whichever house Jupiter and Saturn jointly aspect, gets very much active. So this will put a lot of focus on your future. You must do future planning, goal setting, things that you wish to achieve in near future. Mantras are going to be very helpful for you because we see mantras from the fifth house. Use mantras related to Jupiter because Jupiter has a seventh aspect of desire. You must use Guru Mantra. You could use a mantra Om Guruve Nama 12 times each and every day. You can start on any Thursday and you can continue that to channelize these energies because this Jupiter remedy will help you keep Saturn at check because Saturn's making a transit in the sign of Jupiter and Jupiter is your fifth lord. This will promote positive effects of the fifth house and the 11th house. Some of the important houses which are pretty much active during the double transit phenomena would help you stay calm and you will be able to deal with any unforeseen event or any sudden change that this could bring in. Saturn's also creating a Vipreet Yoga in transit. Circumstances could be difficult for you. Eventually, you will rise off that situation. So expect some sort of challenges in the first few weeks, few months, and eventually things will get better for you. Those people who wish to expand their family, get married, this could be a favorable time by the blessings of Guru, by the blessings of Jupiter, in case your Dasha Antardasha is supportive. So you must look up to Jupiter and do any remedy that you can with regards to Jupiter to channelize these energies. And I wish you the very best. Now let us talk about Virgo ascendants and what's happening with Virgo ascendants as Jupiter and Saturn make a double transit. There are transits happening around the similar time within a period of few weeks. Saturn's already entered Pisces in your seventh house. Saturn gains direction strength in the seventh house, or it is Digbali. Saturn is your fifth lord and the sixth lord. So he rules creativity, your future, your sense of progress, mantras, and sixth house of job, daily routine, things that you do on a day-to-day basis, your debts, diseases, health, and well-being. It will help you promote healthy habits. It will help you bring more responsibility, be more responsible towards your relationship, towards your partner. And at the same time, it will give you a lot more structured environment. It will help you bring a sense of discipline in your life because Saturn is also aspecting your ascendant. Jupiter is making a transit in your 10th house of work. This is your 10th house. Profession, your actions in society, what you do to survive or sustain yourself in the world. Jupiter is your fourth and the seventh lord. It is also the lord of obstacles for you. So initially it could bring some obstacles, but it will eventually help you advance in terms of your career. Jupiter is also the significator of the 10th house by the virtue of wisdom. So if you learn, you will grow. If you do not learn, then it could be difficult for you. One thing is sure, because both of them are making a transit in your quadrant houses, Kendra houses, your decision making will be very good in the year 2025 and also 2026. Saturn is your fifth and sixth lord in the seventh house, forming a yoga. Jupiter is the fourth and seventh lord, making a transit in the 10th house. Of course, it is going to bring in obstacles momentarily, but it will help you advance as far as your career is concerned. If you learn, that is the key message. Jupiter is going to keep the Rahu at check as well, who's making a transit in your sixth house to overcome enemies, to solve a lot of things related to job, and keep the opposition at check, avoiding any authoritative issues here, overcoming authoritative issues, building cordial relationship with leaders. Jupiter will expand matters related to 10th house, and at the same time, it is going to aspect. There are special aspects on the second house. So you will learn ways of creating income. You will learn how you need to deal with your family. You will learn more about healthy eating habits. And Jupiter will also aspect your sixth house. So you will apply in your daily life, in your job, in your daily routine to overcome any debts, to overcome any opposition, to overcome any competition. Both Jupiter and Saturn are jointly aspecting your fourth house. So your fourth house is of prime importance for the next few months. Heavy energies are there. They demand you to step out of your comfort zone and take charge of the situation. You must spend some time in mindfulness over the next few weeks. Practice yoga, sadhana. Fourth house is the first stepping stone towards spiritual awareness. It is one of the moksha bhavas. 4, 8, and 12 are moksha trine. Fourth house represents your safe space, your happy space. Declutter your home. You could do some renovation in your house. In case your dasha antardasha is supportive, you could make some decisions related to real estate, invest in real estate, get a new vehicle, build assets. This is a very clear message for you in case your dasha antardasha is supportive. Declutter your home, donate those things that you don't need. This year is the year of donation related to old items in your house, and also declutter your workspace. Make sure it is neat, clean, and tidy. This is how you will be able to channelize the energies of Jupiter and Saturn. Use Saturn's Mool mantra to improve your relationship, to improve your business. That is Om Sham. This is something which you can use without any further thinking, because this applies to everyone. You can also use Shani's Bij mantra as well in case your dasha is supporting it. That will depend on Shani's placement in your chart as well. Worship Lord Shiva. This is something you must understand. Worship Lord Hanuman to elevate qualities of Saturn. Saturn is going to strengthen your seventh house eventually. And of course, you must focus on your safety, your security, your sense of balance between your work and your personal life. So, a lot of things that you need to probably prioritize in your personal life. So give work a preference, but don't neglect your personal life. This is a clear message that Jupiter and Saturn are giving you, because this is what they demand. They desire you to focus on your mindfulness, your personal priority, your assets, and of course, your mother's health and your connection with your mother and your homeland. Your home, your safe space is under protection and is also under significant growth. And I wish you the very best. Let us now talk about Libra ascendants. What's happening with Libra ascendants? Here it is a unique video about Jupiter and Saturn's double transit. Saturn has already moved in the sign of Pisces, which is happening in your sixth house. And Jupiter is going to move in your ninth house very soon in the sign of Gemini. Saturn is also the natural significator of the sixth house. Therefore, from a placement point of view, it's a comfortable placement for Saturn. For Libra, Saturn is a Yoga Karaka planet because it's your fourth and the fifth lord. Fourth lord of your safe space, happy space, your comfort, your protection, and fifth lord of future, your progress, mantras is something that Saturn rules. Your children, unconditional love is also seen from the fifth house, creativity, speculation. You will engage in creative endeavors because Saturn making a transit in daily routines. You will engage yourself in new hobbies. You will enhance your self-expression. All these things we see from the fourth house. You will repay your debts. This is a very important message for this year. Libra ascendants are there to repay their debts and put a lot of effort in this year. Jupiter is making a transit in your ninth house of Bhagya, fortune, long journeys. Jupiter is going to boost travel opportunities, will encourage you to broaden your horizons and increase your knowledge. Jupiter and Gemini would boost your learning and bring new travel opportunities. See, Saturn's already made a transit in Pisces, and Jupiter is going to broaden horizons to expand your knowledge. So this is definitely the year of learning and upskilling. Saturn's making a transit in sixth house that promotes growth. Jupiter's making a transit in ninth house that will expand your higher knowledge. Jupiter is also going to keep that Rahu in check, which will be making a transit in your fifth house, because Rahu is considered inauspicious in the fifth house. But for the next 1 year, you must look up to Jupiter because he's the one who can control Rahu. Jupiter is going to be aspecting your first house. It's going to be aspecting your third house and the fifth house. So it has fifth and ninth special aspect. So you will, of course, learn related to matters which are connected to yourself, your personality, your decision making is going to improve. You will apply in your fifth house. So anything that you learn about yourself, self-discovery, you will apply for your future. You will apply towards your progression in order to succeed, in order to progress in life. Be the protector of your dharma. This is a very clear message. Jupiter is the significator of the ninth house. So both these planets are significators of the houses that they're making a transit. So they're relatively in a comfortable position, as I say. Your 3-9 axis is pretty active. So new journeys, travel, especially when it's spiritual travel. Give donations in places of worship. Support construction related activities and places of worship. Whatever religion you believe in, you must do this from a karmic standpoint. Saturn is going to be aspecting your 8th, 12th, and the 3rd house. So 8th house, it will promote growth related to longevity. It will promote you to cope up with sudden changes. Of course, be prepared for sudden changes, but at the same time, this will help you sail through because you will grow, you will communicate, and you will travel because Saturn's having a 10th special aspect on your 3rd house. And this is the house of attention because your 3rd house is highly active for the next 1 year, which is about learning, growth, communication, some karmas related to your co-bonds, particularly younger sibling, because both these planets are jointly aspected, so they're heavy energies. Change is the only thing that is constant. You could have a shift of place, shift of residence, change of workplace. It would be very much unsettled for the first few months, but eventually this change is for good. This will bring in growth opportunities. Your 3rd house, 6th house, 8th house, 9th house, your 1st house, 12th house, all of these houses are pretty much active, which will promote a lot of self-awareness. Definitely the year of learning. You must upskill yourself. You must enroll yourself in a course to make the most of this transit. You must look up to your 5th lord, Saturn. Do mantras related to Shani. Use a simple Mool mantra, that is Om Sham, or you use the Bij mantra of Saturn. He is the great Saturn, and he's primarily related to your 5th house. So worship goddess Lakshmi because 5th house is the Lakshmi sthan. And Saturn rules mantras for you. Your Lagna Lord is Venus, which is closely associated to Lakshmi. So do a remedy there. A simple mantra, that is Om Lakshmi Nama, you must do. 3rd house is very active, so you must journal. Do anything that uses your hands. Write about your future. Pen down your learning. Pen down whatever you learn and how you grow your wisdom. Pen down things related to your work because Saturn is the natural karma karak. It is the natural ruler of work. And this will, of course, make job related matters quite auspicious for you. It will promote growth in your daily job, in your daily routine. You need a sense of decluttering because you will face heaviness in the first few weeks and eventually you will rise. And may you continuously learn and go on nice journeys this year. And I wish you the very best. Now let us talk about Scorpio ascendants. So what's happening with Scorpio ascendants as Jupiter and Saturn have this double transit in 2025, 2026. This is one of my most unique presentations, unique videos. Saturn has already entered the sign of Pisces, and this is happening in your 5th house. So when Saturn enters your 5th house, making a transit in trines, the remedy for you comes from Mars, your Lagna Lord. This year, one thing you must do is read something good, good books, read Bhagavad Gita or similar scriptures, similar books that give you great knowledge, that give you knowledge with regards to fundamental, that give you karmic level insights in terms of improving your actions, what you're supposed to do, so that your decision making is good. Saturn encourages renovations as well because this is your 3rd and the 4th lord. Making a transit in the 5th house promotes growth, family bonding. Eventually, you will have a supportive environment. You could probably do a decluttering exercise at your home. Jupiter is making a transit in your 8th house very soon, which will promote financial growth through certain investments because your 2-8 axis is pretty active. Your 2nd house is going to be very active by the double transit phenomena of Jupiter and Saturn. That could eventually promote financial stability in case your Dasha Antardasha is supportive. Or you will take some important decisions related to your finances. So please protect your finances. Please protect your wealth during this time, during this year. Saturn is your 3rd and the 4th lord. 3rd lord of effort, valor, courage. 4th lord of safety, security, home, motherland, making a transit in the 5th house. Change is there as far as future is concerned. You could do some changes in your house. You could shift your residence as well. Saturn will not let you settle at one place for the next 2.5 years. So expect frequent shifts. This could bring job changes. This could make you shift places. This could make you move countries. Be prepared for that. Jupiter is making a transit in the 8th house. It will expand matters there. So it will help you be more research oriented. It will promote inheritance. It will also keep Rahu at check, who's making a transit in your 4th house during this time for the next 18 months. So it will ensure that you stay comfortable for at least the next 1 year. Jupiter will aspect your 12th house by the 5th special aspect. So it will help you learn about spirituality, and it'll help you apply in the 4th house, which is in your home, your personal life, your safe space. So excellent time for spirituality because your 4, 8, 12, this moksha trine is very much active by the transit of Jupiter. So do a lot of spiritual pursuits this year. Both Jupiter and Saturn are jointly mutually aspecting your 2nd house. So that is the house of attention, your wealth, your consumption, what you eat, what you consume, your storage space, your family, your speech. So, of course, expect breakthrough developments in your diet. You're going to move towards healthy eating habits. You have to take care of what you consume, what you eat. This is where the remedy comes from. Consume food items related to Jupiter. Jupiter is your 5th lord, Moon is your 9th lord. Mix some turmeric and milk and start consuming it on a daily basis. Add saffron to your diet, right? This is something which you must understand because this will help improve and build your immunity. Of course, you have to take care of your family. If you work, work for your family. Share your resources, share your wealth, your assets with your family. If you make some important decisions related to assets, real estate, investment, this could be a joint ownership with someone in your family. It could be your spouse as well. You will take some important long-term decisions related to your investments. So this is the year of long-term investments. But be very careful because somewhere you could have a tendency towards suddenness. So you'll have little time to make important decisions, and that is your only moment. That is your only way out, right? Saturn is aspecting your 7th house, so it will help you grow in your relationship. So your relationship will grow. Your business could have some growth, and it is having a 10th aspect on your 2nd house. So growth of finances, growth of what you eat. So this could create some digestive issues as well because you would like to experiment with food, but you need to bring in a sense of discipline and knowledge in what you consume. Remedy Mars, that is the ultimate remedy for you in order to channelize and use a guru mantra, a simple guru mantra that is Om Gurave Nama, or use a Panchakshari mantra that is Namah Shivaya. Look up to him. Saturn's in your 5th house and it will help you channelize these energies and reduce any obstacles in your life. And I wish you the very best. Let us now talk about Sagittarius ascendants and what's happening with Sagittarius ascendants as Jupiter and Saturn make this double transit. This is the double transit phenomena, one of my most unique videos in the presentation, where I'm putting together both these transits and giving you an overview of 25, 26 and what you could expect. Saturn's already moved in Pisces in your 4th house. So this really encourages you to get into some education because 4th house is the house of fundamentals, your primary education. So if you have academic pursuits, this is your year of education because Saturn's going to bring in a lot of depth. You will feel heaviness, you will feel burden. Saturn wants you to push out of your comfort zone. Saturn is your 2nd and the 3rd lord, 2nd lord of wealth, your family, your consumption, your safe space, your sense of what you accumulate, your storage space, 3rd lord of efforts, growth, your co-bonds, particularly younger siblings, communication, change, growth is seen from the 3rd house, Guru Upadesha, your blessings and message of your mentor. So you'll build a strong foundation towards your future endeavors. Jupiter will move in your 7th house. 7th house Jupiter is a little bit of a weak position because it gains directional strength in the 1st house. 7th house Jupiter somehow loses direction. So you will need a remedy related to Jupiter, but it will enhance your networking capabilities by the virtue of some houses it is aspecting. It is aspecting your 11th house, your Lagna, and also your 3rd house, communication, your networking, and of course yourself. So it will make you very expressive. It will bring in a lot of ideas. Besides ideas, it will bring clarity because both these planets are making a transit in Kendra houses. Jupiter is also going to be aspecting Rahu, who's going to be making a transit in the 3rd house. Rahu is good in the 3rd house. It does very well. And Jupiter will further support, expand its positive qualities there. So an excellent time to learn. Any kind of change that you do is a good change this year. So be prepared and be change ready. Jupiter is your Lagna Lord and the 4th Lord, making a transit in the 7th house, the ruler of yourself, your vitality, your immunity, your intelligence, and 4th Lord of safety, security, your comfort, making a transit in the 7th house, expanding relationship, expanding harmony. some karmas that you have to do this year, which is with regards to your relationship. You could end and start a new relationship, or you could strengthen your current relationship. This is a very clear message for you. Your partner or spouse will go out of the way to help you, to support you. Make sure that you're there for them. Jupiter is going to be aspecting your 11th house. So you will learn how you can improve your income, how you can add additional sources of income, how you can expand your network. And this learning will be applied in your third house towards your change, towards your communication, towards your effort. What kind of efforts you need in order to improve your finances, in order to improve your wellness. Saturn is going to be aspecting your sixth house by the third aspect. Growth related to this, there'll be a lot of competition. So be ready for competition. But at the same time, you'll focus a lot on your personal wellness. You'll have a high sense of desire during this time because Jupiter is activating your karma trine 3, 7, and 11. So you need to channelize these desires accordingly. Saturn will promote growth of yourself, your body, your vitality, your intelligence. See, both these planets are aspecting jointly your ascendant. So your ascendant, yourself, your vitality, your immunity, your decision making, that is quite prominent this year. This is the year of your personal transformation. You will take some very important decisions in 2025 that could be long lasting. You will have breakthrough events. This is the eventful year because when both Jupiter and Saturn are mutually aspecting your ascendant, expect prominent life events related to your relationship, related to your house or asset, wherever they are placed, and based on their lordship as well. Excellent time to go through any sort of transformation. You have to watch your weight. The Saturn instills discipline in your life. Jupiter gives you the power of expansion, right? So you need to have a sense of balance. Of course, little bit indulgence is fine, but overindulgence could have detrimental effects on your health and well-being because you'll have a high sense of desire. Remedy Jupiter. Use Guru Mantra, worship Lord Shiva. Use a mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Sada Shivaya, in order to channelize these energies, in order to ensure that your decisions are right. Look up to Jupiter, your lucky lord, and this is how you will make this year positive for you. And I wish you the very best. Let us now talk about Capricorn ascendants. What's happening with Capricorn ascendants during Jupiter and Saturn's double transit in the year 2025-2026? So this is a unique presentation that I'm bringing today, taking into account both these transits and what areas are going to be impacted in your life. Saturn has already moved in Pisces. Saturn is your lucky lord. In case you're Capricorn moon sign, you've also finished your 7.5 Sarasati period. Congratulations for that. Saturn's placement in the third house, your lucky lord, and the second lord, the ruler of yourself, your body, your vitality, your immunity, who you are, your intelligence, and your second lord of wealth, Dhan, it is your Dhanesha as well, along with Lagnesha. This rules your family, what you consume, what you eat. It is making a transit in the third house of efforts. Saturn promotes financial stability here, a solid foundation towards new journeys. See, this year will be good for you. The next 2.5 years transit of Saturn will be good in case you find yourself a mentor. This is most important for yourself. Get coaching, get some guidance, get some mentorship, get some advice of a trusted advisor. Of course, you can consult from an astrological point of view as well, because this is where you get some genuine advice. This Saturn does very good if you come under a guru or if you probably get the right kind of advice. Otherwise, it has a lot of challenges. As far as this placement is concerned, you will struggle in terms of making the right decisions. Jupiter is going to be entering your sixth house of deaths, diseases, daily routine, health and well-being. Jupiter will promote a harmonious work-life balance. Jupiter is your third lord and the 12th lord. Jupiter shares a friendly relationship with your loving lord Saturn. So it will promote personal growth. It will help you overcome competition, overcome enemies. Jupiter is making this transit in the sixth house. It will expand matters related to sixth house. It will also be aspecting your second house where Rahu is going to be making a transit. It will keep this Rahu at check. It will make you humble. It will help you create new sources of income. So expect financial stability over the course of next few months in your life. Jupiter is going to be expanding the matters related to sixth house. So you could pay off some debts by your own efforts because the Lord of expenditure has made a transit in your sixth house. So this is a Viparit Yoga in transit. Circumstances will be adverse. Eventually, you will rise. You will overcome your enemies. Jupiter is aspecting your 10th house by the fifth special aspect. So you learn about work. This is an excellent year for workplace learning. Learn about your job and apply in your second house to increase your income. Saturn is helping you with growth related to your future, related to your children. That's third aspect. Saturn's aspecting your 12th house. It promotes spirituality, donations. Both Jupiter and Saturn jointly are aspecting your 12th house. So this promotes a lot of spirituality. Though Jupiter is aspecting your Arthur trine, so you will have some work-related decisions, some very important events that you could expect. But spiritually, this year is good for you. Make donations. Donate in the best of your capacity. That is the only remedy I can suggest you that will work very well for the next couple of years. Share your knowledge. Give away things related to Jupiter, which is knowledge, your wisdom. At workplace, if you were to succeed, share your knowledge. Besides getting guru for yourself, besides gaining some knowledge or advice, share your knowledge without any expectations in return. So in a very unconditional manner. Donate to the best of your capacity. Donate towards children, towards education. Donate food. Feed the needy. This is again a clear message for you. You must learn something about spirituality. You must remedy Saturn. Use mantras. You could use Guru Mantra. You could worship Lord Shiva. Use a Dwadash Akshari mantra, which is Om Namo Bhagavate Sada Shivaya, to make the most of this transit and to elevate positive qualities of your 12th house. 12th house also promotes self-awareness. This is a good year for self-awareness. If you become more aware of yourself, you pen down your strengths and of course opportunity areas and continue to build on your strengths, this change will be easy for you. The journeys that you will go on, the travel that you will undergo, and the change that will come, it will be comfortable for you. It will help you minimize any expenditure, any losses, and spend on dharma, spend on right things, spend on your family, and spend on yourself as well. Be wise, save first, and then spend judiciously. Avoid any impulsive decisions. This is also a quick tip for you, and I wish you the very best. Now let's talk about Aquarius ascendants and what's happening with Aquarius ascendants as Jupiter and Saturn make this double transit. Saturn has already entered Pisces, which is your second house. Now this placement really emphasizes, because it's your Lagna Lord, it rules yourself, your body, your vitality, your immunity, who you are. Saturn is also your 12th Lord, the Lord of expenditure, losses, your higher self-consciousness. What helps you to become more self-aware? Your bed comforts, your sleep, your self-actualization. Of course, this will give you a lot of personal reflection and personal growth. Time for self-reflection, time for introspection. Spend time with yourself to prioritize, to understand your priorities, your goals, your objectives. Jupiter will be making a transit in your fifth house. Jupiter is the significator of the fifth house or the Karaka. So it's an excellent time for your children. Your children could have some recognition, some growth opportunities, because Jupiter will promote creativity, will promote learning, and will give you a wide range of interests. You will have a lot of ideas. Financially, this is a very good time because your Lagna Lord is making a transit in the second house. Your 11th Lord and second Lord is making a transit in the fifth house. So it promotes financial stability. You're likely to make some very important decisions related to your money, related to your finances. So invest wisely, invest in the long run. Avoid the first few months to make some important decisions related to your wealth because you will face a lot of heaviness related to matters related to expenditure because your 12th Lord is making a transit in the second house. Your expenditure is going to increase for the first few months. So save as much as you can. Jupiter is your second and the 11th Lord, making a transit in the fifth house of future, mantras, your positional success. Jupiter rules 11th house of Aya and second house of wealth. So it plays a very important role in all wealth related matters. So it will expand the signification in case you're looking forward to probably having children. This could be a potentially favorable time for you based on Jupiter's transit in case your Dasha Antardasha is supportive. Jupiter is going to be aspecting your ninth house by the fifth special aspect. So this will promote higher learning, higher education, and you will apply in the first house. This is where Jupiter is making a ninth special aspect. So you will apply in your life. to become a better person, to become more learned, to increase your wisdom, to expand your knowledge and intelligence. Saturn's having a third special aspect on your fourth house. Saturn will help you grow. Saturn will help you, of course, do some changes in your house. Expect renovation, expect some movement, property related decisions. It is also aspecting the 11th house of gains and recognition. And of course, it will promote growth eventually with some hardships that could be there initially. Both Jupiter and Saturn are jointly aspecting your 11th house, which is very good because there are some prominent energies there. So, this is the house of social growth, this is the house of financial growth, this is the house of key decisions. We also see sense of fulfillment from the 11th house. You will have opposition, you will have enemies. Bigger enemies are also seen from the 11th house. Material comfort is seen from the 11th house in case you're looking forward to getting incentivized or recognized. Put your efforts. Do not shy away from putting efforts. Saturn's message for you, being the Lagna Lord, is that you have to work towards your family, towards the welfare of your family. See, because Saturn's own house is Capricorn. Saturn's Mool Trikona is Aquarius, which is the office space, which is second from its home, which means you need to work towards your family if you were to grow, if you were to succeed. So, this year, if you put efforts, you could be recognized and you could have some breakthrough achievements. You could expand your social network, your influence. And Jupiter's message is very clear. It will give you a wide range of interest, but avoid any confusion there, right? Have wide range of interest, but prioritize what works best for you. And those are the areas that you need to learn in order to prosper, in order to grow. Use mantras because Jupiter's presence in the fifth house will promote mantra-based remedy. Saturn's in the sixth house. Any discipline related to your speech, what you say, it is going to promote that. Use Shiva mantra, Panchakshari, Namah Shivaya. He's the one who you need to look up to, and that is the ultimate remedy for you. And I wish you the very best. Let us now talk about Pisces ascendants and what's happening with Pisces ascendants as Jupiter and Saturn make this double transit. Saturn has already moved in Pisces in your Lagna. So you are already feeling heavy because Saturn brings a lot of heaviness, it brings a lot of depth and also coldness. These are some of the natural significations. Saturn's also Maran Karak in ascendant. So it is somewhere losing its signification, but it will eventually make you self-disciplined. It will promote spiritual growth because Saturn is your 11th lord and the 12th lord. It rules the 11th house of gains, your wider social network, enemies, opposition, and also the 12th lord of spirituality, of moksha. It will make you more resilient. It will bring in introspection to deal with personal challenges, to build your intelligence, have a lot of growth opportunities. Jupiter is going to be making a transit in your fourth house. So this will bring in new financial opportunities. Jupiter is your ascendant lord and the 10th lord, the ruler of yourself, your vitality, your immunity, who you are, your decision making, and also the 10th lord of work, karmas, actions in society, things that you do to sustain and survive yourself and your loved ones in this world. It rules your profession. So it will help you improve your communication. It will help you network. Fourth house is also the house of public. This is where ideas come from. This is where you build your fundamentals. Thankfully, both of these biggest planets are making a transit in your Kendra houses, in quadrants. So therefore, your decision making is going to be very positive throughout the year and next year as well. Saturn is your 11th and the 12th lord, making a transit in the ascendant. Power of discipline, power of labor is coming in your ascendant. You will have to put in more efforts. But this is forming a yoga which promotes wealth, wealth by your own self. Your expenditure are also likely to increase. So spend on right things, spend on dharma. Remedy comes from Mars. Look up to Mars. Please read Bhagavad Gita this year or any books that give you the right kind of knowledge from a karmic standpoint that help you take the right decision and the right actions. It's very important for you. Jupiter is your ascendant lord and the 10th lord, making a transit in the fourth house of safe space, happy space. It is going to expand the matters related to fourth house. In case your dasha antardasha is supportive, you can have assets, comforts, property related decisions, new vehicle. And at the same time, you must ensure that you make some changes in your house. Renovation or some sort of decluttering in your home and also at your workplace is needed. Jupiter is going to keep the Rahu at check in your 12th house to avoid any indulgence or extravagance. It will elevate the positive qualities and, of course, make you more spiritual because your 4, 8, 12 axis is pretty active during the transit of Jupiter. So, from a spiritual side, it is very good. Now, Saturn is going to promote growth opportunities, while Jupiter is helping you learn about fourth house matters, about eighth house matters, your transformation, and applying 12th house, which is your spirituality, moksha bhav. Saturn's going to help you grow with regards to change, with regards to journeys, new events. And Saturn is also aspecting your 10th house. So you will apply what you learn at your workplace to grow. This double transit phenomena is activating your 10th house, which is the house of profession, your work, your actions in the society. Both these planets are jointly aspecting your 10th house. Jupiter's aspect is the aspect of desire. So Jupiter desires wisdom at work. So you need to learn, you need to upskill yourself. One remedy for you could be to share your knowledge with others, with wider public in a very unconditional manner. This will help you grow. This will help you foster and be successful. Saturn's aspect promotes growth. So both of them are indicative of positive workplace change. In case you're looking forward to make a change in your job, your workplace, or start a business, this year could be fruitful for you. You're going to make some very important decisions related to workplace. You could have some authority issues as well, so be prepared for it. Initial first few weeks, you'll feel a lot of heaviness, a sense of responsibility, and of course, new projects, interesting work, something that you've never done. There could be movement, there could be travel as well. So take these journeys in a positive manner. Declutter your workspace. Use mantra related to Jupiter. A simple mantra, Om Guruve Namah, is very good for you. And chant it 12 times. This will ensure that all the 12 houses in your chart become positive and your decision making is right because you're looking up to Jupiter. And this is the remedy that you must do. Consume food items related to Jupiter. Declutter your workspace. Declutter your home. Give away. Make donations related to Saturn because he's your 12th Lord. Donate black chickpeas, black dal, sesame oil. Light a sesame lamp when you do your prayers. This is again very beneficial for you. When Saturn makes a transit in the ascendant, it will help you channelize these energies positively, and I wish you the very best. So friends, this was one of my most unique presentation in the video on Jupiter and Saturn's double transit. I hope and believe their double transit help us elevate our dharma, our path of righteousness, because this is aspecting the sign of Sagittarius, the natural ninth house that represents dharma, our fundamentals, our higher education, and help us go on interesting long distance journeys. Thank you very much. God bless you all.